To do this quick garden update to show you the status of my tomatoes. It's a really bad year for me this year, and I thought maybe I'd show you what they look like, and maybe someone has an idea on what's going on here, because I've had some really good years in the past, but this year they're just not doing very well. Here's the Romas. This is just how bad things are. They've got some tomatoes on them, which you can see they're starting to turn a little bit, but the leaves are completely gone. Now what happened with these is, initially all the leaves at the bottom, these were huge plants, they all started turning kind of yellow, sort of like what this looks like here. And then they start turning brown, and then it went further and further up the plant until pretty much everything died on there. So now all I have are the tomatoes that are on there, and then a couple that are started, but these have been green for so long and they're just starting to change. I haven't pulled a tomato out of the garden yet, and we're already in the middle of August here, so it's really bad. So this is probably the best plant, and as you can see, the top of this still looks pretty decent, but as you go down, really bad, really bad. And I was really upset about this because I was planning to do a whole bunch. These aren't Romas, I don't know what's going on here, but I was planning to do a whole bunch of jars or cans of sauce this year, and unfortunately I don't think I'm gonna have that opportunity. I'll show you some things that are going on here too. Maybe this will help someone help me discover what's going on. You see that? Someone told me it could be the blight. And then down here, you see that? See what's going on? A lot of those have that same issue with having a hole in them. Hole there. So if you know what that is, maybe you can help me out. I'm just having a really terrible year when it comes to tomatoes. Look at this. Yep, that's how she does it right there. And then other than that, my other tomatoes, this was an experiment to grow tomatoes without any kind of cages like this, and it failed miserably. These ones do have some decent tomatoes on them, but again, I'm having the same problems again here too, with a lot of the leaves kind of dying off on me, and that really sucks. And a lot of these tomatoes are sitting on the ground, which I can't imagine to be a good idea. I don't think I'll ever do grow without the cages. That really works well. Unfortunately, I did it with my Romas and they all just kind of died off. But I do have a decent tomato here, but I think again, that one just came off. I got holes going through them. So if you know what that is, help me out. I'm really sad about this. This was supposed to be an awesome year for tomatoes and an awesome garden for me, and everything else is done pretty well. You can see everything growing around here, and my beans. You've seen the videos, but yeah, these just aren't doing well at all. It just goes to show you can have a great year for some things and a bad year for others. Historically, I've had amazing tomatoes here. Year after year, they've been great, but this year something's happened and I'm not really sure what it is. I'm hoping making this video you can help me out through the power of the internet. Let me know, was it too much water, too little water, was it blight, was it insects? I'm really curious to find out, but I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm going to finish this year in a strong fashion. I still have a lot of other stuff growing out here and things are doing well. The tomatoes are just a minor setback, and I'm going to keep pushing on. So thank you for watching, and thank you in advance for your help. I decided I want to end this video on a positive note, so check this out. We do have some positivity out here. Got ourselves a little bell pepper there, which is starting to grow, not too bad. And then over here, we've got some banana peppers starting to grow. Not too many on these, unfortunately. I think there's going to be more to come. And the beets, which you saw, so I'm going to step over those. And then we're going to move to the final thing, which I want to do an experiment here. I have not, these are my carrots. I have not pulled one of these out of the ground yet. So let's just grab one of these and see what happens. Look around in here, see what I can find. I see some carrot activity right here. I'm going to try to pull that up out of there. Holy cow. Here we go. How about that? Nice little carrot. Not too big. I'm going to let these grow a little bit longer. Hopefully they'll get a little bit bigger than that. Then of course, over here, my corn, which is like a foot off the ground. I think that stuff's coming along nicely. And then the ones that I grew out here are starting to come along. And then of course I still have some onions in the ground. My melons and cantaloupes didn't do well at all. Cucumbers going crazy, growing all the way out over here. That's all cucumbers. Beans were doing well. And then back there are my pumpkins. And I think I have a pumpkin out here I want to show you guys. Right there it is. What do you think about that? There you go. Not all doom and gloom out here.